Okay, in the other video, I focused on graphing ellipses, and now we are going to look at writing equations of ellipses. So we are going to go ahead and move ahead. We'll refer back to these a little bit, or use those at least, so you know where I'm coming from. We're going to go ahead and move on to example 12, and we are going to write equations based on the given information. So you just need to know what each thing means. And so for this one, vertices, remember the ends of the major axis, and the midpoint here is the center. So if I have one at 2 and -2, what's in between those? We've got 0. Okay, so that means our center is at 0, 0. So we're going to have just an x squared and a y squared. And we need to decide then what's below our x and what's below our y. Well, if our minor axis length is 2, that means this is up 1 and down 1. Okay, so really I have a 1 there, so 1 squared, and it's my y, it's vertical, so it's going to be 1 squared underneath my y. And then the distance between my center and my vertices is 2, so 2 squared is going to give me the number that goes below my x. Always equals 1. So when we simplify, we get x squared over 4 plus y squared equals 1. Okay, same idea here for our vertices. Because we're at 5 and -5, I know my center is going to be at 0, 0. But because it's my y for my vertices, that means this is going to be the long way. And the distance between the center and my vertex is 5. So if I do y squared over 5 squared, we're good there. And then x squared, because it is at 0, 0, I don't have to worry about any numbers in my parentheses with my x's and y's. But then we need to figure out our foci. Okay, and remember our foci comes from this formula c squared equals a squared minus b squared. Okay, so I have a squared because I know where my vertices are. That's going to be 25. I don't know my b squared. I'm trying to find that. And since this is 3, the distance between 0 and, the center and the focus is 3 squared. I get 9 equals 25 minus b squared. Subtract 2, you get -16, which means 16 equals positive b squared, and b has to be 4, or really b squared should be 16 down here. And it's always going to equal 1. So if we go ahead and simplify then, we get x squared over 16 plus y squared over 25 equals 1. Okay. The next problem, center, vertex, and focus. So I'm going to plot this. So my center is at the point 2, 3. My focus is at the point 2, 7. Sorry, my vertex is at the point 2, 7. So we went up, which means that my y squared is going to have the bigger number underneath it. And this time, since my center is somewhere beside 0, 0, we need to plug that in. Okay, so the 2 goes with my x, the 3 goes with my y. And then we need to figure out the distance between my center and my vertex. So I went up 4. That means I have a 4 squared underneath my y. And then I also need to figure out my c, so I can use that to find my b. So if I put this here, 2, 6, my c is 3. So c squared is 9, a squared is 16. We're trying to find b squared. So if I subtract, I get -7 equals -b squared. And so divide by -1. B is going to be the square root of 7. So I really have the square root of 7 squared here. So x minus 2, quantity squared, divided by 7, plus y minus 3, quantity squared, over 16 equals 1. Okay, so again, the biggest thing is just knowing your definition and your directions and how that impacts your equation for this. I am going to do D and then get you started with E. And F is very similar to the one we just did, it's just a square root in there. and then kind of let you go. Okay, so biggest thing here is remember that if I have my vertices at 4, 0, and 4, 16, that means it's a vertical one. The midpoint is going to be my center. So if this is at 0, this is at 16, this is at 0, my midpoint is at 8, and you could actually use the midpoint formula if you want to, but I know that my center is going to be at 4, 8. If you did it with this one, you'd find the same thing. So if I go sideways, -2 to 10, the distance in between would be right here, 4. Okay, so again, 4, 8. Let's go ahead and use that. So x minus 4 squared, y minus 8 squared, and then the distance from my center to my vertices is from 0 to 8 or 8 to 16, which is a total of 8. And my distance from my center sideways is -2 to 4, 4 to 10, which is 6. Okay, up and down goes under the y, sideways goes under the x. Think horizontal, vertical. And then simplify. So x minus 4 quantity squared over 36 plus y minus 8 quantity squared over 64 equals 1. Last thing you need to know, again, midpoint here, halfway between 3 and 9 is 6. Okay, and we're going sideways this time. So my center is x minus 2 quantity squared, y minus 6 quantity squared. Okay, the distance from 3 to 6 is 3. So 3 squared there. And then remember, this is your c. Oops. So c squared equals a squared minus b squared. So I get 4 equals 9 minus b. So -5, sorry, b squared equals -b squared. So b is going to be the square root of 5. So the square root of 5 squared. And then simplify that. So you get 9 and 5 in your denominators. And I definitely switched those up. So let's go ahead and fix that because this is up and down. So if I draw this 3, 6, 9 up and down for my y's, let's switch those two. Same idea though. Actually, exactly the same. We just need to switch locations. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. This is 9. This is 5. Okay. You can try that last one just for some practice. Let me know if you need any help. Have a great day.